You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in. All right, you guys. So salute everybody over here, man. Make sure again y'all subscribe to the channel as you guys get this good content that we pump out for y'all every single day. And I want to talk about the situation with Bill Cosby. We already know everything about Bill Cosby, man, and his entire situation that has been going on. As Bill Cosby, he has definitely, been through, the ringer. A lot of it self-inflicted. You know, over the years, right? So Bill Cosby, he basically, we all know, he went to prison, and he served time in prison. And so that, for people who don't know what the basis around that is, kind of estimates into what we're going to talk about today. Now, remember, you guys, he was convicted back in 2018 on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault, a felony sexual assault charge under the Pennsylvania law. Now, this stemmed from allegations that in January of 2004, he had drugged and sexually assaulted Andrea Constant, a former Temple University employee, at his home in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Now, the case involved accusations that Bill Cosby gave her pills, implied to incapacitate her before assaulting her without consent. Now, his first trial in 2017 ended in a mistrial, a hung jury. At the 2018 retrial, he was found guilty on all 3 counts. Now, in September of 2018, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison, and he served nearly 3 years at the SCI Phoenix. You understand? Now, on June the 30th of 2021, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction and vacated the sentence. Now, the court ruled that a previous district attorney's 2005 decision not to prosecute and public statement to that effect created a binding agreement that violated Bill Cosby's due process rights when a later prosecutor charged him anyways. So this led to him immediately being released from prison. Now, the Supreme Court declined to review the case in 2022, making the overturn final. Now, Bill Cosby has consistently denied all allegations of wrongdoing, while dozens of women accused him of sexual misconduct over decades now, many involved in drugging and assault. And, this was his only criminal conviction, and no other criminal cases against him had, resulted in prison time. Now, he's facing multiple civil lawsuits, right? And so now we're at today, where he is seeking to limit testimony in an upcoming civil trial tied to decades-old allegations. Now, according to the court filings, Bill Cosby has asked the judge to bar several women, including Janice Dickinson and Andrea Constant, from taking a stand. Now, he's also requesting that the additional claims of sexual misconduct not be introduced as evidence, arguing that alleged incidents were never criminally charged and should be excluded from proceedings. Now, the civil case stems from a lawsuit filed by a woman who alleges that an encounter with Bill Cosby in 1972, while she was working at a restaurant in Salicito, California, and in her complaint, she claims that Bill Cosby gave her a pill she believed to be aspirin. Now, Bill Cosby, basically, she said that she later lost her consciousness and woke up the next morning in her bed wearing only her underwear. Now, in a prior sworn deposition that was connected to the matter, Bill Cosby acknowledged obtaining a prescription for a certain medicine and renewing it multiple times. Now, he testified that he acquired the medication with the intent of giving it to the woman in hopes of having sex, while maintaining that he did not take the pills himself. Now, Bill Cosby has moved to dismiss the lawsuit. He previously served nearly 3 years in prison before his conviction was overturned in 2021 on procedural grounds, like I told y'all. So now Bill Cosby facing this civil suit, and he does not want these other women to testify, man. He does not want it, man. And so we definitely gonna have to see how this thing plays out with Bill Cosby, man. As now he's in civil court, fighting multiple allegations. Now, Bill Cosby, he did in that deposition come out and admit, he did come out and admit some things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna tell you guys, man, it kind of, made everybody feel like, damn, well, he got off easy. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, the most significant admission, again, that was unsealed from a deposition in 2015, he said he did obtain 7 prescriptions for a certain medicine, right? Which is basically a powerful sedative, hypnotic type of drug that was popular in the 1970s from an LA doctor, right? Now, he alleged it was for a sore back, but with the intent to give them to the young woman he wanted to have sex with. When he was asked, he says, when you got those cues, when you got the cues, was it in your mind that you were going to use these cues for young women that you wanted to have sex with? ? And Bill Cosby said yes. And he admitted to giving these cues, for short, to at least one specific woman in reference other people before having sex, describing it as a part of consensual encounters in the 1970s. Now, he said things like, I give her cues when we then have sex. Now, this was in the context of the past relationships, not necessarily denying consent, but acknowledging illegal distribution of that drug. Now, he described using his fame, status, as a celebrity, and apparent concern, right, offering help or mentorship as a part of pursuing younger women for sex, presenting himself as a cavalier playboy in some exchanges. Now, regarding, Andrea Constance, specifically the woman who 2004 incident led to his later criminal charges, he said he gave her 3 blue pills equivalent to 1.5 doses that he claimed were Benadryl and over-the-counter medicines, right, to help her relax from stress, not the cues. Now, he described their subsequent sexual contact as consensual, mutual touching with no penetration alleged by him in that account. Now, he acknowledged that giving prescription drugs like cues to others was illegal, right? Now, him and his legal team emphasized that these admissions were about consensual use in the 1970s, a time where recreational use of this drug was more common in some circles. Now, not admissions of assault or non-consensual druggings. He was never asked or answered directly about giving drugs without knowledge. In many cases, his lawyer objected to some of those questions. So, yeah, man, this is all had come out in the depositions, man, from when he, said these things, right? And so, crazy work, man. Crazy work, bro. You guys, let me know what y'all think, though, man. Bill, he's fighting to keep these other women from testifying in this civil case, man. They're getting his money now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.